And it looks like our governor's making kind of forward movement on campaign finance reform within our state, but Virginia has terrible campaign finance laws. So when I started campaigning in July of 2017, it was right in advance of the 2017 elections. And I would have people, because it was always in the news, who was giving money here, who was giving money there, and who being companies. And so I would walk into these meet and greets and living rooms and dining rooms, and people would say, well, are you taking money from this company? Are you taking money from this company? And at first I would say, well, you know, the corporate PACs are different from what happens at the state level. It's people choose to give money to the corporate PACs. It's a different thing. It's disclosed. And now all of a sudden you're justifying something that people don't understand. And while I, even in talking about not taking corporate PAC money, say it is not an anti-business stance, I am not offended by the concept of corporate PAC money existing, what I am reacting to is the fact that people's perception in and of itself is that there's a lack of trust, there's something they don't fully understand. And you know, people are busy, they don't have the time or frankly the willingness, and I recognize that, to understand how is Virginia state campaign finance law that's, you know, all over the newspapers different from federal campaign law. And you know, Virginia there aren't limits, and here you've got corporate PAC limits, so even if I take money from a corporate PAC, it's limited. And I reflected, I'm the oldest of 3 daughters, and when we were kids, you know, I would always getting in trouble for kind of something related to my younger sisters. And I would say, oh, that's not what happened, this is what I did. And my middle sister would say, oh, she did this or she did that. And I remember this lesson always. My mother would say, her perception is her reality. And so when a voter believes that a $5,000 check is enough to get you to vote in a way that is somehow against their interests, I don't think that's true in many cases. But if that's their perception, that goes back to this whole conversation about trust. And for me to say, you know, I want to sit down with this company, I'm going to sit down with this company, I'm going to maybe vote a way that this voter may not like, but you will know that I didn't do it because of a campaign contribution. Even though I wouldn't likely have, because it's that perception.